suspension. It's the first mod that you should do to your car. Some people think it's wheels. Maybe some say better tires. Those people are wrong, and I do not care. When people say, build your car however you want, everything is subjective, those people are wrong. Go argue with a wall. 3 things are certain in life: death, taxes, and stock suspension being ass. And the new Nissan Z checks all those boxes, I guess. We had a Z for a little while back in the day, and we had a couple different sets of coilovers that we used on it. So with my limited knowledge from my own experience and reading what strangers wrote on the internet, here are the top 5 coilovers for your new Z, RZ34, 400Z, Fairlady VR30, Datsun Nissan Z. I'm Shane. Welcome to Vivid. I hope you guys like my whiteboard. I'm gonna keep using it. It's very convenient for me. The number 5 coilover that I have on my list is ST Suspensions. XTA coilovers. Pow. A quick note on these coilovers, and actually every coilover set that I'm going to talk about, these are all a divorced setup, meaning that the front coilovers are all one piece and the rears have the spring separated from the shock that sits in a little bucket on the rear mid-link. You can get a setup that uses 4 true coilovers, but for this video, I'm just going to talk about what fits OEM. All right, let's talk about the ST suspension. XTAs. With the XTAs, you get 18 distinct clicks of damping adjustability. It comes with a solid uniball top mount that are also camber adjustable. You get front and rear axle thread adjustment and all sorts of crazy paints and coatings to protect it against all the crap that kicks up from the road. You also get a twin tube damper setup that will give those coilovers a very, very long life. A super cool thing that people may not know about ST is that it's owned by KW, which means a lot of the same material is used for both of them. These coilovers are not ones that I've personally driven on, but I did a lot of research for this video. This is the name that kept popping up on every single forum and every single Facebook group. So if the Z community likes it, I like it. Next. Let's see, I wonder if God predestined me to pick this one. Don't call it Calvinism. Number 4, the Fortunato 500 series. Let's fix that. Fortunato will always be a top brand for me. Doesn't matter the maker model. They know how to make coilovers well. Modular, customizable, rebuildable. Fortunato has whatever you need to get your suspension dialed for the new Z. With this specific set that I chose, the 500, it has a high flow digressive piston with 24-step adjustable damper. And you can add a 2-way or 3-way canister for even more customization. Fortunato has an amazing track record when it comes to the Z platform. Their 510 series is peak for 370Z drift builds. So many FD guys run Fortunato. Now, obviously you're probably not sliding your new Z around unless you have money to burn or you are grossly irresponsible. But if you want a more comfortable ride, a better ride height, and better handling in the day-to-day stuff, the Fortunato 500s are a great option for your Z. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't have these guys on the list. Are they a competitor? Sure, but game recognizes game. So number 3 on my list, Z1 Motorsports S-Pro coilovers. Z1 kills it when it comes to literally anything Nissan Infiniti. So of course they're gonna hit when it comes to coilovers for the new Z. The S-Pro has 32-way adjustable damping, a monotube damper, independently adjustable spring preload, and adjustable rear shock preload, and it comes with progressive rear springs. I might argue that these are so popular just because people love Z1, but I'm not gonna make that argument today because these are genuinely great coilovers. Have I driven on them? No. Have other people driven on them? Yes, and they love them, so it's on the list. Why won't this stick? So that was number 3. What's number 2? What's it gonna be? BC Racing, custom coilovers, BR series coilover. Is this number 2 on the list because it's one of the 2 sets that I've actually driven on? Maybe. Is that also the case with number 1 on this list? Maybe. But in all seriousness, BC Racing makes some insane coilovers and their price point is very cost effective. With the BR series, you get a highly customizable monotube design, and they offer 30 clicks of adjustable damping, camber plates, and you can upgrade the BC Racing springs to Swift springs. I like that option a lot because Z owners that don't want to run coilovers and want to just kind of swap on lowering springs, they'll usually go for a set of Swift lowering springs just to get rid of the wheel gap. When we installed these and drove them around, we didn't really do much of a break-in on them, but they were very comfortable right off the bat. The handling felt phenomenal. Cornering was amazing. We even hit railroad tracks going like 60, and I barely bruised my tailbone. BC Racing's BR series is also used by a ton of FD drivers. So you know you're getting a good product, because if one of those guys is beating on them as severely as they are, you're gonna be fine going to your karate class and home after work. All around, great choice. Finally, here we are. Number 1, did I choose this brand because my friends work there? Yes. Did I choose this brand for clout? Also yes. Did I choose this brand because they are the best coilovers I've ever driven on in any car? Yes. Number 1 on my list is HKS's Hypermax R. I'll talk about the details of these, but the first thing I need you to know is how cool these look. I know you don't like C coilovers really once they're on the car. That doesn't matter because they look so sick. Now for the stuff that you actually care about. The Hypermax R for the new Z has 30 levels of adjustable damping with a ton of play when it comes to your ride height. You can lower the front end up to 27 millimeters and the rear end up to 26 millimeters less than stock. That's a lot lower. These are also a divorce setup like the rest of the sets that I talked about. So the spring rate and rebound setting is a little bit different from the front to the rear, but it all equals out in the end. The Hypermax Rs are the perfect blend of a street and track setup. HKS has other stiffer options if you're wanting to track your Z, but set of Hypermax Rs that we installed in our Z, they felt so nice. It adjusted well to everything that we threw at it. The price tag is relatively expensive. However, you are paying for what you get. You don't shop at Walmart to get stuff that will last forever and won't break after a couple uses. So the same thing goes for car parts. Also, there's Klarna and Affirm, so do with that as you will. There it is, there's my list, the top 5. Nissan Z coilovers, HKS Hypermax R, BC Racing BR Series, Z1 Motorsports S Pro, Fortunato 500 Series, and ST Suspensions XTA coilovers. So fun fact about this video, everything I talked about, all these, we sell them. And if you want a set, you can head down to the description below where everything should be linked. And if you don't have a Z, these are all coilovers for different cars. So you can get whatever you need, whenever you want to. Links down below. If you did like this video though, please consider subscribing so this isn't for nothing. My boss doesn't get pressed at me. You can follow Vivid Racing on all social platforms at Vivid Racing or me at Shane from Vivid. And as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day.